Apart from the unprecedented humanitarian crisis in the Gaza Strip, there's another nation in West Asia that's actually suffering. The United Nations has now warned that the rival parties are preparing for their military forces to restart the war in Yemen. Famine, poverty and disease are some of the other crises that the poorest nation in the Arab world is already grappling with. Take a look.
While the world is fixated on the increasing Iran-Israel tensions, as well as the prospects of a ceasefire in Gaza, Yemen is facing an unprecedented humanitarian crisis. Since 2014, the Arab nation is caught in a conflict between the internationally recognized government and the Houthis. UN officials have warned that the Yemeni rivals are working on their military goals to kickstart a war in the region. And as the nation is grappling with hunger and a cholera outbreak, the UN says these rival parties could start a fight. The UN Humanitarian Office says over 140,000 cases of cholera have been reported in the first 2 weeks of August. UN health experts warn that without funds for critical medicines, the cases could cross over 250,000 within just weeks. A UN survey says 60% Yemenis lack adequate food. The Houthi-controlled areas, the food deprivation has more than doubled from 17% to 36% compared to last year.
I think there are three factors that drive malnutrition, and malnutrition is common right across Yemen. The first factor is the conflict and the consequences of conflict. The second factor is the economic collapse that has taken place over the past 8 years. But the third, I think, is critical, is the social division. People have moved around, their traditional livelihoods have been interrupted, the way that they have lived and worked has been problematic.
UN officials have raised an alarm. On Monday, they reiterated calls for the release of 13 of UN staff and dozens of NGO and embassy employees in Houthi captivity for the last 2 months.
The Secretary General remains deeply concerned about the well-being of United Nations personnel, members of civil society, and national and international non-governmental organizations, diplomatic missions, and private sector entities who've been arbitrarily detained by the Houthis for more than 2 months, and he demands their immediate and unconditional release.
The Houthis claim they arrested an American-Israeli spy network operating under the cover of humanitarian organizations. The UN Human Rights Office has rejected these allegations. Famine, poverty, and diseases are some of the many crises Yemen is currently facing. In the last 10 months, it is playing an active role in the Israel-Hamas war in Gaza. Houthi rebels are attacking ships in the Red Sea, while the United States and United Kingdom are responding with strikes on military targets in Houthi-controlled areas.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.